What's up, guys? I'm back, Randy Orton, Fan 2011, and I'm bringing you the second segment of 4 in this All-Star week on this All-Star weekend. Of course, we have our 16 drivers who will compete for 8 spots in the third segment as the safety car makes a hard left to pit road. Waiting on the green flag, and we are going green here at Charlotte Motor Speedway once again. Dion Scott got the last transfer spot in the first segment, and he's going to have the advantage early in this race. There you see Aaron Williams trying to look to the inside of Dion Scott, but Dion Scott will lead lap 1. The Aussie leads lap 1. Aaron Williams is just like a dog with. He is hungry. He is hungry for a big win here. He hasn't won the series. He hasn't won this season yet, but he might want to make at least a statement win. Going to look to the inside of Dion Scott for the lead. Then Danny Wells and Sean Henley battling for the third position. I see Michael Norman. Michael Norman's been on quite a roll, you know. Take a look at the past 2 races. Michael Norman has finished 3rd and 7th. So, I mean, you got to consider that Michael Norman could be a big factor here in this one. As Aaron Williams takes the lead off turn 2. Sean Henley looking for the second position at the expense of Dion Scott. And along for the ride is Michael Norman and Jack Richards. And Aaron Williams starting to pull away with these cars going side by side. Sean Henley with the second position, not for long. Here comes Michael Norman to the inside. Sean Henley stuck on the outside. He doesn't want to be there. Michael Norman does to the second position. Maybe not for long. Here comes Jack Richards. Getting help from Matthew McMurray and Christopher Martin. Oh boy, Sean Henley's not going to be a happy camper after this one. If he can't transfer into the third segment, he's not going to be a happy camper. We're at the halfway point now. Aaron Williams has led another lap, but Michael Norman's starting to catch up now. But now they're running side by side. That's probably what Aaron Williams wants to see from these cars. Allow them to run side by side and keep the lead. Defend that lead if he can. But Jack Richards and Michael Norman say that 2 cars are better than 1. 5 laps to go. Now they're running side by side. That's what Williams wants to see in his rearview mirror. His teammate Christopher Martin as well, along for the ride on the inside line. Of course, the Englishman Sean Galligan in the mix. There's Charles Jackson and Liam Ervig trying to transfer in, and there's Justin Perry. Justin Perry currently holding the last transfer spot at this point. Aaron Williams dominating the second segment. 4 laps to go. Here comes his teammate Christopher Martin onto the inside. Christopher Martin to the second position, maybe not for long. Here comes Sean Galligan. Along with the ride is Charles Jackson and Liam Ervig. And as long as these cars run side by side, Aaron Williams is a happy camper. Gotta love that Budweiser red, white, and blue scheme. 3 laps to go this time by. Aaron Williams the leader, Sean Galligan third. Charles Jackson actually crosses the line in second. Aaron Williams with a comfortable 3.5 car length lead, but it may not last for long. These cars are running fairly well. But once again, Charles Jackson and Liam Ervig are not going to go side by side again, and then that's going to give Aaron Williams a bit of an advantage because these cars are running side by side as we come around 2 laps to go. As Liam Ervig takes the second position, looks like Justin Perry is going to move up to 3rd. Charles Jackson is going to fall back to 4th, maybe not for long. Here comes our defending champion, Dylan Poteet, in the 5th position, trying to take away the 4th position. Dion Scott, the pole sitter, trying to come back as well. Danny Wells looks like he is in the last transfer spot. Not quite. Danny Wells is actually in 7th. Alexander Jones is in the final transfer spot. Here we go. White flag is out. 1 to go. Aaron Williams is in the driver's seat right now. Justin Perry's up to 2nd. Maybe not for long. Here comes our defending champion, Dylan Poteet. Alongside for the ride, Dion Scott and Danny Wells. Who's going to transfer into the 3rd segment? Dylan Poteet's moved into 2nd. And Aaron Williams just dominates the 2nd segment, and he will take the checkered flag. He wins the 2nd segment. Dylan Poteet 2nd. Dion Scott 3rd. Looks like Danny Wells got 4th. Justin Perry 5th. Liam Ervig 6th. Alexander Jones 7th. And it looks like Charles Jackson Charles Jackson will be the last guy in segment 3. And there are the official results. There is your finishing order. Here are the 8 drivers that will move on to segment 3. Aaron Williams, Dylan Poteet, Dion Scott, Danny Wells, Justin Perry, Liam Ervig, Alexander Jones, and Charles Jackson. And the 8 drivers that end up getting eliminated are Eric Burton, Sean Henley, Matthew McMurray, Trent Dunham, Michael Norman, Jack Richards, Sean Galligan, and Christopher Martin. But a big statement win here for Aaron Williams as he wins the second segment and he will advance thoroughly. But now we're down to 8 drivers, and of course, as we know of this, I will start them in reverse order. So Aaron Williams will end up starting 8th. Dylan Poteet will start alongside him in 7th. Then the third row will be Danny Wells and Dion Scott. Starting from the inside is Danny Wells and Dion Scott starting 6th. Starting 4th is Justin Perry. Starting 3rd, Liam Ervig. And starting 2nd will be Alexander Jones. And Charles Jackson will have the pole for the 3rd segment. This is going to be a really interesting all-star race, I'll tell you that. Of course, a few drivers not really happy about being on the outside line. Of course, being on the outside line just hurting a lot of people, but we'll see how well that inside advantage really helps out. All right, segment 3 is coming up, and I'll see you guys later.